Well, the second coat on this stuff is making it look real nice, at least on these small parts. And what I'm trying to do is just put it on nice and even. Nice, smooth, steady strokes. Move on to my covers here. This paint sprays much better that I don't have so much thinner in it. Yeah, that looks good. See if we can move this around a little. Yeah, it looks like I got some here in the front still. Don't make any difference because it's all covered. Try to get this one where I can paint the front first and then turn it around. Not so good. There we go. And do the whole thing, nice even stroke. Getting this back part. I really don't have enough room. I'm picking it up on the inside, where of course it's kind of dry. There we go. Trying to get it all nice. Well, I ruined my fender. Got a big old run in it right there. I wiped it with my finger, but there's no way I can save that. It's just going to have to dry and get resanded. Damn. I turned my material up a little bit and air up a little, and I shouldn't have done it. Everything I told you about don't put too much paint on, right there is the reason why. You get a run. I'm going to try to set it up so it dries without running down. See what happens. I propped my fender up here so gravity's sort of helping the run flatten out. I've hit it a couple times. I might be able to save it. It don't look too super bad. I might not have ruined it. Anyway, I painted this thing. Same thing, I got to run down in there again. Looks like I had my gun set right before I added more material. So I turned my material back down again. Let this one dry a little more and then I'll flip it over so I can get the other side. This is the bottom. It don't make a hell of a lot of difference. Well, here's my sissy bar. I can see a lot of rough stuff right there. Looks pretty good here. Almost got a run right there. I did get a little run right there on the corner. And also right here. But basically it's okay. Well, it's not okay, but I think I can salvage it. This fender over here, it looks pretty good. I got a little more paint on it. I'm just trying to keep that whole area wet so it flows out and hopefully gets rid of my run. It's good enough, I think. I can clear coat it and then let it dry real good, and if I have to I can paint this fender over again once it's got the main color. It's not that hard. And I also got a run right here, but I got it out. You can see a little difference in the color of the paint where I extra squirted it. But I'm going to let all this flash a little bit. And scoops turned out good. I didn't have any mistakes on them. At least I can tell from here. Tank's alright. The place a long time ago I touched in the Bondo, still there. Paint don't really cover anything, but put a little more. It's pretty good. I didn't do that good a job on the body work or anything. I can see you got a lump of Bondo and holes. And this thing here, it started bubbling. Looks like this run is kind of going away. Probably salvage it. Disappointing after all this work, but when you consider I'm out here in the wind and dirt trying to do this, I don't mind the wind and dirt marks, but these are painter errors. It wouldn't have made any difference if it was in a perfect shop or what. Anyway, I'm going to let this stuff flash off a little bit. I need to do something with that tank because that spot is going to show. That looks pretty good. Yeah, I got just a little bit of paint left in the gun. Not very much. These are all been double coated. Looks like I could spray that side cover again, side to side. I can see some wet stuff in here. Producing very little material right now. Very fine. Anyway, don't look too bad. It's been, God, I don't know, 15-20 years since I painted anything. Forgot most of it, but anyway, I'll let this dry a little. Put the rest of the color that I got there on my bad spots, and then we'll go on to the clear. Well, I hit that fender again. I can still see the run in it. Too bad. I'm pretty sure that's going to show too. Well, I'll just have to paint it again. This one here turned out alright. I got that mark out of it. The rest of this all looks pretty good. I've got some paint in my gun here. I finished this thing up. It looks alright. So I'm just gonna put the rest of it on the, probably the fender there. Looks like it needs it, the side covers, and just see if I can get the whole thing just sprayed fine with what I got left there in the gun. Might even put a little thinner in it to make it go on easier. Anyway, I did the other tank and stuff. This is got a little extra thinner in it. Yeah, it looks fine. You can see it's going on nice and wet. Color's all good. Perfect. Here's Mr. Fender. Oh yeah. Looks beautiful. enough for these scoops, I think. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, that run never came out. I have to redo this fender. I don't know. I hate that stuff. Kind of kills me on clearing it right now. But I think I'm just gonna let that slide and go ahead and clear coat it. And I have plenty of paint left. I probably ought to work on that tank some more. But basically it all looks really good. That last coat with a little extra thinner really made it look sweet. No dirt and anything. At least that I could tell. And kind of done with the color. Now it's supposed to flash and evaporate for like 30 minutes, and then you put the clear on. So I'm going to go ahead and mix up the clear right now, and by the time I get done with that, it'll be about time to spray this stuff again. The clear says 4-to-1. I got about 500 millimeters, that's about half of it, milliliters. So that would be 125. I think 250, 125, so that would be 625 milliliters. Most of it can, I would think. Yep, most of it. I saved a little for the paint I got left. Apparently there's no reducer or anything goes in this. It's kind of strange that they would give you a whole quart and only use half of it. Anyway, this stuff's really where you got to use a mask. I can smell it already. It's probably a little low on the hardener, but probably plenty good enough. and I got about half of the can left, and I got less than half of the thinner, probably enough to activate it. All I really got to do is fix this fender here, and I drug my sleeve right on top of that. Yeah, ruined that too. That was already kind of ruined. Maybe I won't even clear that one, just leave it alone. I got all kinds of errors in this thing. This was the one that was painted with a funky paint before. Tried to seal it, blah blah blah. Anyway, it's pretty much trashed, but everything else looks good. So now to clear all this stuff should be pretty straightforward. I'm gonna set my volume down real low on the gun and make sure that I don't run it. And this stuff, if you do run it, not so big a deal because you can always sand it out. Well, here we go with Mr. Clear. Goes on nice. Putting it on pretty heavy. I need to turn the volume down. Looks like I got a piece of dirt there. Looks like I got my gun set up right the first time. Nice long stroke. I got a lot of dirt in it. But that's what you get when you paint outside. It says 3 to 4 medium wet coats. I doubt if I'll get 2. Get my other side. I put what was left of my clear there. It's mixed into my gun. I used about half a gun on here. So it looks like I can probably get 2 more coats. Oh, I didn't do that thing yet. Well, I'll squirt that right now. Alright, there it's all cleared. First coat. Looks pretty good. A lot of dirt here from being outside. But looks pretty shiny. Close enough for what I'm trying to do, I guess. So I gotta let this sit for flash time, about 10-15 minutes. And I come back here and hit it with a couple more coats. Well, flash time is about 10-15 minutes. It's kind of cold out here today, so maybe a little longer. It's been about 15. This looks good. So I'm going to do my little parts here. I don't have to really worry too much about getting paint on anything, because anything that's touching is kind of already dry. And I'll shoot these first. That'll give the tank and fender more time to flash. And then I'll do these. This was the last one I did here. I really don't like painting it up in the air like that. I know I missed places on it. But I'll take it down and shoot another good coat on it. It looks nice. Second coat. Clear's good. Turn them around. Do this side. Yeah, that's looking really sweet. Get the other side of this thing. And then blow out a good amount here on top. Well, there's a third coat. Starting to look pretty nice. Got a run in the clear here on the rear fender, and of course there's the run that I got in there earlier. But running the clear is no problem. You can sand that out easily. This fender turned out really nice. The tank really looks good too. The overall impact of it is it's perfect. You start looking, of course, there's little dents and this and that and everything. But for the most part, it looks really good. Side covers are perfect. That little piece turned out perfect. So did that one. My scoops look real good. Yeah, it looks real nice. Well, let me get out of here and let this flash again. Looks like I'm getting a clear run on this thing. You can just take your finger carefully and the wipe runs out. Takes a fine touch, but you can do it. Well, I got just a little too much. This thing here, I didn't turn it around and it's spraying in this back corner, and I didn't realize how much I was getting on it. But it's in the clear. I'll just have to let it dry good. Let this stuff flash real well before I put this final coat on. My God, I touched it. Looks like I got a little run right here too. Damn. Got the run out and then made a hole in it. Well, that ought to hopefully melt it down a little bit. No way I can hang it where it'll run out. Right on top too. Shit. Anyway, still learning to paint. Yeah, I got about 10-15 minutes. These runs come out somewhat. Not the best, but kind of cleared up. Tank turned out nice. This I can save by sanding. This thing looks pretty good. I hope it looks okay from the top. These look really sweet. I can still smell this stuff real strong. Don't have my mask on at the moment. But it all looks real good. I'm going to give this even more time to harden. Mostly because I got runs in it over here. Oh, I got another one there. Damn. Yeah. In clear, you got to be just as careful as you do with the paint. I kind of put this on a little too thick. That's how I got these runs in it. And I probably didn't let it flash long enough under those other coats, so I'm going to give this a little more time to harden up. As long as it's still kind of sticky, you'll get a chemical bond. If you let it dry to where it's dust free, or they call it tack free, it's not tacky anymore. You don't get a chemical bond, then you have to sand it, and you get a mechanical bond again from the sanding scratches. But this is all really nice. I'm impressed with this paint. I really am. Yeah, it looks real good. Let me get out of these fumes. Yeah, it's been about a half hour. I can still smell the reaction, but it's not much, so I'm probably good to paint. I'll go ahead and do these pieces. I need to clean off my little main painting table here to put that bar on it. And so I'll paint these two pieces, put them over here on the table, and then I can do the fender. And I also want to get these things up out of the dirt over there and put them up here where I can see good for that final coat. Well, the air compressor works good. Like a little bug got in my stuff. Something like that, just leave him. Mess up your paint trying to get a bug out. So just leave him there. Looks like the scoop turned out real nice. No dirt, no anything. Yeah, I'm putting a pretty good. Yeah, scoop number 2 looks good. Using a little more air. Second side. Yeah, that looks good. Very nice. Little compressor is working very good. I haven't checked to see if there's any water in it. Probably not. Yeah, it all looks good. Looks like I got to do that fender once more. Looks really good. And get my gun off here. Side 2. Yeah, it runs still in there. Of course. Yeah, we'll do this thing. Looks really nice. Flip it over. Well, I rehung this. This is the good side. Looks like I touched it right there with something. good enough. I got just a little bit left in my gun. I'll just finish up the fender with it. Just getting rid of my clear paint, basically. This thing looks good, but man, I hate I got run in it. But this is a tail paint. Well, that's awfully good. I've got just a little clear in it left. Maybe I ought to, instead of just burning it on this stuff here, probably ought to use it on something else, maybe the black part of the bike. I'm going to pull off something and look. Alright, that's it. Just move this a little so it's not sticking. There we go. Probably stick someplace else, but just kind of get it off of that bonded paint. This one's on a can. This one here is alright, I think. Maybe a little paint paper on the bottom. Those should be alright. Well, that's it. Everything looks good. Got a lot of runs in the clear, but especially here on this fender. But that shouldn't be too bad. I can clean that. This run here in the gold, I kind of got it out. I may not even have to paint that fender again. It all looks good. The side covers look good. No dirt, no bugs. Well, one bug. right there. About to take him off with a razor blade, and never know what happened. Anyway, looks like my little makeshift paint booth worked. And paint, I'm real pleased with the paint. So, let me get out of here and wash my hands and get all this shit off of me. Well, here's the final result. It's been about 45 minutes. Still see that place really bad. My bug. These parts all turned out nice. Beautiful. Tank's really nice. Got a little clear run right there. Got a little clear run here on the fender. Scoops turned out perfect. Tank looks good. A little dirt here and there. Sissy bar turned out really nice. Can still smell it. But anyway, looks like it's good enough, or at least good as I'm gonna get it. That little clear run there, I can get that out pretty easy. There was a run here in the clear too. Yeah, right around the edges. Yeah. Well, a little sanding will get rid of that. Anyway, there's my golden project in my makeshift booth. Drying nice, and by this time tomorrow it'll be good and rock hard.